The room is quiet tonight, and if you are restless, let Psalm 4 meet you here. Settle in, and let the words slow your breathing. Psalm 4, a psalm of David. Verse 1. Hear me when I call, O God of my righteousness. Thou hast enlarged me when I was in distress. Have mercy upon me, and hear my prayer. Verse 2. O ye sons of men, how long will ye turn my glory into shame? How long will ye love vanity, and seek after leasing? Verse 3. But know that the Lord hath set apart him that is godly for himself. The Lord will hear when I call unto him. Verse 4. Stand in awe, and sin not. Commune with your own heart upon your bed, and be still. Verse 5. Offer the sacrifices of righteousness, and put your trust in the Lord. Verse 6. There be many that say, Who will show us any good? Lord, lift thou up the light of thy countenance upon us. Verse 7. Thou hast put gladness in my heart, more than in the time that their corn and their wine increased. Verse 8. I will both lay me down in peace, and sleep, for thou, Lord, only makest me dwell in safety. And now, Psalm 3. Psalm 3, a psalm of David. Verse 1. Lord, how are they increased, that trouble me? Many are they that rise up against me. Verse 2. Many there be which say of my soul, There is no help for him in God. Verse 3. But thou, O Lord, art a shield for me, my glory, and the lifter up of mine head. Verse 4. I cried unto the Lord with my voice, and he heard me out of his holy hill. Verse 5. I laid me down and slept. I awaked, for the Lord sustained me. Verse 6. I will not be afraid of 10,000s of people that have set themselves against me round about. Verse 7. Arise, O Lord, save me, O my God, for thou hast smitten all mine enemies upon the cheekbone, thou hast broken the teeth of the ungodly. Verse 8. Salvation belongeth unto the Lord, thy blessing is upon thy people. Let us rest in another psalm. Psalm 23. Verse 1. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. Verse 2. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures, he leadeth me beside the still waters. Verse 3. He restoreth my soul, he leadeth me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Verse 4. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me, thy rod and thy staff they comfort me. Verse 5. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of mine enemies, thou anointest my head with oil, my cup runneth over. Verse 6. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. And now Psalm 127. Psalm 127, a song of degrees for Solomon. Verse 1. Except the Lord build the house, they labor in vain that build it. Except the Lord keep the city, the watchman waketh but in vain. Verse 2. It is vain for you to rise up early, to sit up late, to eat the bread of sorrows, for so he giveth his beloved sleep. Verse 3. Lo, children are an heritage of the Lord, and the fruit of the womb is his reward. Verse 4. As arrows are in the hand of a mighty man, so are children of the youth. Verse 5. Happy is the man that hath his quiver full of them. They shall not be ashamed, but they shall speak with the enemies in the gate. Psalm 46. Verse 1. God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. Verse 2. Therefore will not we fear, though the earth be removed, and though the mountains be carried into the midst of the sea. Verse 3. Though the waters thereof roar and be troubled, though the mountains shake with the swelling thereof. Selah. Verse 4. There is a river, the streams whereof shall make glad the city of God, the holy place of the tabernacles of the Most High. Verse 5. God is in the midst of her, she shall not be moved. God shall help her, and that right early. Verse 6. The heathen raged, the kingdoms were moved. He uttered his voice, the earth melted. Verse 7. The Lord of hosts is with us, the God of Jacob is our refuge. Selah. Verse 8. Come, behold the works of the Lord, what desolations he hath made in the earth. Verse 9. He maketh wars to cease unto the end of the earth. He breaketh the bow, and cutteth the spear in sunder. He burneth the chariot in the fire. Verse 10. Be still, and know that I am God. I will be exalted among the heathen. I will be exalted in the earth. Verse 11. The Lord of hosts is with us. The God of Jacob is our refuge. Selah. And now, Psalm 91, verse 1. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. Verse 2. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress, my God, in Him will I trust. Verse 3. Surely He shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler, and from the noisome pestilence. Verse 4. He shall cover thee with His feathers, and under His wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. Verse 5. Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flieth by day. Verse 6. Nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday. Verse 7. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. Verse 8. Only with thine eyes shalt thou behold, and see the reward of the wicked. Verse 9. Because thou hast made the Lord, which is my refuge, even the Most High, thy habitation. Verse 10. There shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling. Verse 11. For he shall give his angels charge over thee, to keep thee in all thy ways. Verse 12. They shall bear thee up in their hands, lest thou dash thy foot against a stone. Verse 13. Thou shalt tread upon the lion and adder, the young lion and the dragon shalt thou trample under feet. Verse 14. Because he hath set his love upon me, therefore will I deliver him. I will set him on high, because he hath known my name. Verse 15. He shall call upon me, and I will answer him. I will be with him in trouble. I will deliver him, and honor him. Verse 16. With long life will I satisfy him, and show him my salvation. Let the night be quiet around these words. Psalm 121. Psalm 121, a song of degrees. Verse 1. I will lift up mine eyes unto the hills, from whence cometh my help. Verse 2. My help cometh from the Lord which made heaven and earth. Verse 3. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Verse 4. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. Verse 5. The Lord is thy keeper, the Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand. Verse 6. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. Verse 7. The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. Verse 8. The Lord shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in, from this time forth, and even for evermore. And now, Psalm 16. Psalm 16, Michtam of David. Verse 1. Preserve me, O God, for in thee do I put my trust. Verse 2. O my soul, thou hast said unto the Lord, Thou art my Lord. My goodness extendeth not to thee. Verse 3. But to the saints that are in the earth, and to the excellent, in whom is all my delight. Verse 4. Their sorrows shall be multiplied, that hasten after another God. Their drink offerings of blood will I not offer, nor take up their names into my lips. Verse 5. The Lord is the portion of mine inheritance and of my cup. Thou maintainest my lot. Verse 6. The lines are fallen unto me in pleasant places. Yea, I have a goodly heritage. Verse 7. I will bless the Lord, who hath given me counsel. My reins also instruct me in the night seasons. Verse 8. I have set the Lord always before me, because he is at my right hand. I shall not be moved. Verse 9. Therefore my heart is glad, and my glory rejoiceth. My flesh also shall rest in hope. Verse 10. For thou wilt not leave my soul in hell, neither wilt thou suffer thine Holy One to see corruption. Verse 11. Thou wilt show me the path of life. In thy presence is fullness of joy. At thy right hand there are pleasures for evermore. Let us rest in another psalm. Psalm 27, a psalm of David. Verse 1. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? The Lord is the strength of my life. Of whom shall I be afraid? Verse 2. When the wicked, even mine enemies and my foes, came upon me to eat up my flesh, they stumbled and fell. Verse 3. Though an host should encamp against me, my heart shall not fear. Though war should rise against me, in this will I be confident. Verse 4. One thing have I desired of the Lord, that will I seek after, that I may dwell in the house of the Lord all the days of my life, to behold the beauty of the Lord, and to inquire in his temple. Verse 5, For in the time of trouble he shall hide me in his pavilion, in the secret of his tabernacle shall he hide me, he shall set me up upon a rock. Verse 6, And now shall mine head be lifted up above mine enemies round about me. Therefore will I offer in his tabernacle sacrifices of joy. I will sing, yea, I will sing praises unto the Lord. Verse 7, Hear, O Lord, when I cry with my voice, have mercy also upon me, and answer me. Verse 8, When thou saidst, Seek ye my face, my heart said unto thee, Thy face, Lord, will I seek. Verse 9, Hide not thy face far from me, put not thy servant away in anger. Thou hast been my help, leave me not, neither forsake me, O God of my salvation. Verse 10, When my father and my mother forsake me, then the Lord will take me up. Verse 11, Teach me thy way, O Lord, and lead me in a plain path, because of mine enemies. Verse 12, Deliver me not over unto the will of mine enemies, for false witnesses are risen up against me, and such as breathe out cruelty. Verse 13, I had fainted, unless I had believed to see the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living. Verse 14, Wait on the Lord, be of good courage, and he shall strengthen thine heart. Wait, I say, on the Lord. And now, Psalm 34. Psalm 34, a psalm of David. Verse 1, I will bless the Lord at all times. His praise shall continually be in my mouth. Verse 2, My soul shall make her boast in the Lord. The humble shall hear thereof, and be glad. Verse 3, O magnify the Lord with me, and let us exalt his name together. Verse 4, I sought the Lord, and he heard me, and delivered me from all my fears. Verse 5, They looked unto him, and were lightened, and their faces were not ashamed. Verse 6, This poor man cried, and the Lord heard him, and saved him out of all his troubles. Verse 7, The angel of the Lord encampeth round about them that fear him, and delivereth them. Verse 8, O taste and see that the Lord is good, blessed is the man that trusteth in him. Verse 9, O fear the Lord, ye his saints, for there is no want to them that fear him. Verse 10, The young lions do lack, and suffer hunger, but they that seek the Lord shall not want any good thing. Verse 11, Come ye children, hearken unto me, I will teach you the fear of the Lord. Verse 12, What man is he that desireth life, and loveth many days, that he may see good? Verse 13, Keep thy tongue from evil, and thy lips from speaking guile. Verse 14, Depart from evil, and do good, seek peace, and pursue it. Verse 15, The eyes of the Lord are upon the righteous, and his ears are open unto their cry. Verse 16, The face of the Lord is against them that do evil, to cut off the remembrance of them from the earth. Verse 17, The righteous cry, and the Lord heareth, and delivereth them out of all their troubles. Verse 18, The Lord is nigh unto them that are of a broken heart, and saveth such as be of a contrite spirit. Verse 19, Many are the afflictions of the righteous, but the Lord delivereth him out of them all. Verse 20, He keepeth all his bones, not one of them is broken. Verse 21, Evil shall slay the wicked, and they that hate the righteous shall be desolate. Verse 22, The Lord redeemeth the soul of his servants, and none of them that trust in him shall be desolate. Let the words fall softly. Psalm 63. Psalm 63, a psalm of David. Verse 1, O God, thou art my God. Early will I seek thee. My soul thirsteth for thee. My flesh longeth for thee, in a dry and thirsty land, where no water is. Verse 2, To see thy power and thy glory, so as I have seen thee in the sanctuary. Verse 3, Because thy loving kindness is better than life, my lips shall praise thee. Verse 4, Thus will I bless thee while I live, I will lift up my hands in thy name. Verse 5, My soul shall be satisfied as with marrow and fatness, and my mouth shall praise thee with joyful lips. Verse 6, When I remember thee upon my bed, and meditate on thee in the night watches. Verse 7, Because thou hast been my help, therefore in the shadow of thy wings will I rejoice. Verse 8, My soul followeth hard after thee, thy right hand upholdeth me. Verse 9, But those that seek my soul, to destroy it, shall go into the lower parts of the earth. Verse 10, They shall fall by the sword, they shall be a portion for foxes. Verse 11. But the king shall rejoice in God. Every one that sweareth by him shall glory, but the mouth of them that speak lies shall be stopped. And now, Psalm 42. Psalm 42 Mashil, for the sons of Korah. Verse 1. As the hart panteth after the water brooks, so panteth my soul after thee, O God. Verse 2. My soul thirsteth for God, for the living God. When shall I come and appear before God? Verse 3. My tears have been my meat day and night, while they continually say unto me, Where is thy God? Verse 4. When I remember these things, I pour out my soul in me. For I had gone with the multitude, I went with them to the house of God, with the voice of joy and praise, with a multitude that kept holiday. Verse 5. Why art thou cast down, O my soul, and why art thou disquieted in me? Hope thou in God, for I shall yet praise him for the help of his countenance. Verse 6. O my God, my soul is cast down within me. Therefore will I remember thee from the land of Jordan, and of the Hermonites, from the hill Mizar. Verse 7. Deep calleth unto deep at the noise of thy waterspouts. All thy waves and thy billows are gone over me. Verse 8. Yet the Lord will command his loving kindness in the daytime, and in the night his song shall be with me, and my prayer unto the God of my life. Verse 9. I will say unto God my rock, Why hast thou forgotten me? Why go I mourning because of the oppression of the enemy? Verse 10. As with a sword in my bones, mine enemies reproach me, while they say daily unto me, Where is thy God? Verse 11. Why art thou cast down, O my soul, and why art thou disquieted within me? Hope thou in God, for I shall yet praise him, who is the health of my countenance, and my God. Let us rest in another psalm. Psalm 103, a psalm of David. Verse 1. Bless the Lord, O my soul, and all that is within me, bless his holy name. Verse 2. Bless the Lord, O my soul, and forget not all his benefits. Verse 3. Who forgiveth all thine iniquities, who healeth all thy diseases. Verse 4. Who redeemeth thy life from destruction, who crowneth thee with loving kindness and tender mercies. Verse 5. Who satisfieth thy mouth with good things, so that thy youth is renewed like the eagles. Verse 6. The Lord executeth righteousness and judgment for all that are oppressed. Verse 7. He made known his ways unto Moses, his acts unto the children of Israel. Verse 8. The Lord is merciful and gracious, slow to anger, and plenteous in mercy. Verse 9. He will not always chide, neither will he keep his anger forever. Verse 10. He hath not dealt with us after our sins, nor rewarded us according to our iniquities. Verse 11. For as the heaven is high above the earth, so great is his mercy toward them that fear him. Verse 12. As far as the east is from the west, so far hath he removed our transgressions from us. Verse 13. Like as a father pitieth his children, so the Lord pitieth them that fear him. Verse 14. For he knoweth our frame, he remembereth that we are dust. Verse 15. As for man, his days are as grass, as a flower of the field, so he flourisheth. Verse 16. For the wind passeth over it, and it is gone, and the place thereof shall know it no more. Verse 17. But the mercy of the Lord is from everlasting to everlasting upon them that fear him, and his righteousness unto children's children. Verse 18. To such as keep his covenant, and to those that remember his commandments to do them. Verse 19. The Lord hath prepared his throne in the heavens, and his kingdom ruleth over all. Verse 20. Bless the Lord, ye his angels, that excel in strength, that do his commandments, hearkening unto the voice of his word. Verse 21. Bless ye the Lord, all ye his hosts, ye ministers of his, that do his pleasure. Verse 22. Bless the Lord, all his works, in all places of his dominion. Bless the Lord, O my soul. And now, Psalm 37, a psalm of David, verse 1. Fret not thyself because of evildoers, neither be thou envious against the workers of iniquity. Verse 2. For they shall soon be cut down like the grass, and wither as the green herb. Verse 3. Trust in the Lord and do good, so shalt thou dwell in the land, and verily thou shalt be fed. Verse 4, Delight thyself also in the Lord, and he shall give thee the desires of thine heart. Verse 5, Commit thy way unto the Lord, trust also in him, and he shall bring it to pass. Verse 6, And he shall bring forth thy righteousness as the light, and thy judgment as the noonday. Verse 7, Rest in the Lord and wait patiently for him. Fret not thyself because of him who prospereth in his way, because of the man who bringeth wicked devices to pass. Verse 8, Cease from anger, and forsake wrath, fret not thyself in any wise to do evil. Verse 9, For evildoers shall be cut off, but those that wait upon the Lord, they shall inherit the earth. Verse 10, For yet a little while, and the wicked shall not be. Yea, thou shalt diligently consider his place, and it shall not be. Verse 11, But the meek shall inherit the earth, and shall delight themselves in the abundance of peace. Verse 12, The wicked plotteth against the just, and gnasheth upon him with his teeth. Verse 13, The Lord shall laugh at him, for he seeth that his day is coming. Verse 14, The wicked have drawn out the sword, and have bent their bow, to cast down the poor and needy, and to slay such as be of upright conversation. Verse 15, Their sword shall enter into their own heart, and their bows shall be broken. Verse 16, A little that a righteous man hath is better than the riches of many wicked. Verse 17, For the arms of the wicked shall be broken, but the Lord upholdeth the righteous. Verse 18, The Lord knoweth the days of the upright, and their inheritance shall be forever. Verse 19, They shall not be ashamed in the evil time, and in the days of famine they shall be satisfied. Verse 20, But the wicked shall perish, and the enemies of the Lord shall be as the fat of lambs. They shall consume, into smoke shall they consume away. Verse 21, The wicked borroweth, and payeth not again, but the righteous sheweth mercy, and giveth. Verse 22, For such as be blessed of him shall inherit the earth, and they that be cursed of him shall be cut off. Verse 23, The steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord, and he delighteth in his way. Verse 24, Though he fall, he shall not be utterly cast down, for the Lord upholdeth him with his hand. Verse 25, I have been young, and now am old, yet have I not seen the righteous forsaken, nor his seed begging bread. Verse 26, He is ever merciful, and lendeth, and his seed is blessed. Verse 27, Depart from evil, and do good, and dwell for evermore. Verse 28, For the Lord loveth judgment, and forsaketh not his saints. They are preserved for ever, but the seed of the wicked shall be cut off. Verse 29, The righteous shall inherit the land, and dwell therein for ever. Verse 30, The mouth of the righteous speaketh wisdom, and his tongue talketh of judgment. Verse 31, The law of his God is in his heart, none of his steps shall slide. Verse 32, The wicked watcheth the righteous, and seeketh to slay him. Verse 33, The Lord will not leave him in his hand, nor condemn him when he is judged. Verse 34, Wait on the Lord, and keep his way, and he shall exalt thee to inherit the land. When the wicked are cut off, thou shalt see it. Verse 35, I have seen the wicked in great power, and spreading himself like a green bay tree. Verse 36, Yet he passed away, and lo, he was not. Yea, I sought him, but he could not be found. Verse 37, Mark the perfect man, and behold the upright, for the end of that man is peace. Verse 38, But the transgressors shall be destroyed together, the end of the wicked shall be cut off. Verse 39, But the salvation of the righteous is of the Lord, he is their strength in the time of trouble. Verse 40, And the Lord shall help them, and deliver them. He shall deliver them from the wicked, and save them, because they trust in him. And now, Psalm 139. Psalm 139, a psalm of David. Verse 1, O Lord, thou hast searched me, and known me. Verse 2, Thou knowest my downsitting, and mine uprising. Thou understandest my thought afar off. Verse 3, Thou compassest my path and my lying down, and art acquainted with all my ways. Verse 4, For there is not a word in my tongue, But lo, O Lord, thou knowest it altogether. Verse 5. Thou hast beset me behind and before, and laid thine hand upon me. Verse 6. Such knowledge is too wonderful for me. It is high. I cannot attain unto it. Verse 7. Whither shall I go from thy spirit? Or whither shall I flee from thy presence? Verse 8. If I ascend up into heaven, thou art there. If I make my bed in hell, behold, thou art there. Verse 9. If I take the wings of the morning, and dwell in the uttermost parts of the sea. Verse 10. Even there shall thy hand lead me, and thy right hand shall hold me. Verse 11. If I say, surely the darkness shall cover me, even the night shall be light about me. Verse 12. Yea, the darkness hideth not from thee, but the night shineth as the day. The darkness and the light are both alike to thee. Verse 13. For thou hast possessed my reins, thou hast covered me in my mother's womb. Verse 14. I will praise thee, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Marvelous are thy works, and that my soul knoweth right well. Verse 15. My substance was not hid from thee, when I was made in secret, and curiously wrought in the lowest parts of the earth. Verse 16. Thine eyes did see my substance, yet being unperfect, and in thy book all my members were written, which in continuance were fashioned, when as yet there was none of them. Verse 17. How precious also are thy thoughts unto me. O God, how great is the sum of them. Verse 18. If I should count them, they are more in number than the sand. When I awake, I am still with thee. Verse 19. Surely thou wilt slay the wicked. O God, depart from me therefore, ye bloody men. Verse 20. For they speak against thee wickedly, and thine enemies take thy name in vain. Verse 21. Do not I hate them, O Lord, that hate thee, and am not I grieved with those that rise up against thee? Verse 22. I hate them with perfect hatred, I count them mine enemies. Verse 23. Search me, O God, and know my heart, try me, and know my thoughts. Verse 24. And see if there be any wicked way in me, and lead me in the way everlasting. Let us rest beneath another psalm. Psalm 145, David's psalm of praise. Verse 1. I will extol thee, my God, O King, and I will bless thy name for ever and ever. Verse 2. Every day will I bless thee, and I will praise thy name for ever and ever. Verse 3. Great is the Lord, and greatly to be praised, and his greatness is unsearchable. Verse 4. One generation shall praise thy works to another, and shall declare thy mighty acts. Verse 5. I will speak of the glorious honor of thy majesty, and of thy wondrous works. Verse 6. And men shall speak of the might of thy terrible acts, and I will declare thy greatness. Verse 7. They shall abundantly utter the memory of thy great goodness, and shall sing of thy righteousness. Verse 8. The Lord is gracious and full of compassion, slow to anger, and of great mercy. Verse 9. The Lord is good to all, and his tender mercies are over all his works. Verse 10. All thy works shall praise thee, O Lord, and thy saints shall bless thee. Verse 11. They shall speak of the glory of thy kingdom, and talk of thy power. Verse 12. To make known to the sons of men his mighty acts, and the glorious majesty of his kingdom. Verse 13. Thy kingdom is an everlasting kingdom, and thy dominion endureth throughout all generations. Verse 14. The Lord upholdeth all that fall, and raiseth up all those that be bowed down. Verse 15. The eyes of all wait upon thee, and thou givest them their meat in due season. Verse 16. Thou openest thine hand, and satisfiest the desire of every living thing. Verse 17. The Lord is righteous in all his ways, and holy in all his works. Verse 18. The Lord is nigh unto all them that call upon him, to all that call upon him in truth. Verse 19. He will fulfill the desire of them that fear him, he also will hear their cry, and will save them. Verse 20. The Lord preserveth all them that love him, but all the wicked will he destroy. Verse 21. My mouth shall speak the praise of the Lord, and let all flesh bless his holy name for ever and ever. And now, Psalm 62. Psalm 62, to the chief musician, to Jeduthun, a psalm of David. Verse 1. Truly my soul waiteth upon God, from him cometh my salvation. Verse 2, He only is my rock and my salvation. He is my defense. I shall not be greatly moved. Verse 3, How long will ye imagine mischief against a man? Ye shall be slain all of you. As a bowing wall shall ye be, and as a tottering fence. Verse 4, They only consult to cast him down from his excellency. They delight in lies. They bless with their mouth, but they curse inwardly. Selah. Verse 5, My soul, wait thou only upon God, for my expectation is from him. Verse 6, He only is my rock and my salvation. He is my defense. I shall not be moved. Verse 7, In God is my salvation and my glory, the rock of my strength, and my refuge is in God. Verse 8, Trust in him at all times, ye people, pour out your heart before him. God is a refuge for us. Selah. Verse 9, Surely men of low degree are vanity, and men of high degree are a lie. To be laid in the balance, they are altogether lighter than vanity. Verse 10, Trust not in oppression, and become not vain in robbery. If riches increase, set not your heart upon them. Verse 11, God hath spoken once, twice have I heard this, that power belongeth unto God. Verse 12, Also unto thee, O Lord, belongeth mercy, for thou renderest to every man according to his work. Let the room grow quiet around the words. Psalm 130. Psalm 130, a song of degrees. Verse 1, Out of the depths have I cried unto thee, O Lord. Verse 2, Lord, hear my voice, let thine ears be attentive to the voice of my supplications. Verse 3, If thou, Lord, shouldest mark iniquities, O Lord, who shall stand? Verse 4, But there is forgiveness with thee, that thou mayest be feared. Verse 5, I wait for the Lord, my soul doth wait, and in his word do I hope. Verse 6, My soul waiteth for the Lord more than they that watch for the morning. I say more than they that watch for the morning. Verse 7, Let Israel hope in the Lord, for with the Lord there is mercy, and with him is plenteous redemption. Verse 8, And he shall redeem Israel from all his iniquities. And now, Psalm 131. Psalm 131, a song of degrees of David. Verse 1, Lord, my heart is not haughty, nor mine eyes lofty, neither do I exercise myself in great matters, or in things too high for me. Verse 2, Surely I have behaved and quieted myself, as a child that is weaned of his mother. My soul is even as a weaned child. Verse 3, Let Israel hope in the Lord from henceforth and forever. And now, Psalm 143. Psalm 143, a psalm of David. Verse 1, Hear my prayer, O Lord, give ear to my supplications, in thy faithfulness answer me, and in thy righteousness. Verse 2, And enter not into judgment with thy servant, for in thy sight shall no man living be justified. Verse 3, For the enemy hath persecuted my soul, he hath smitten my life down to the ground, he hath made me to dwell in darkness as those that have been long dead. Verse 4, Therefore is my spirit overwhelmed within me, my heart within me is desolate. Verse 5, I remember the days of old, I meditate on all thy works, I muse on the work of thy hands. Verse 6, I stretch forth my hands unto thee, my soul thirsteth after thee, as a thirsty land. Selah. Verse 7, Hear me speedily, O Lord, my spirit faileth. Hide not thy face from me, lest I be like unto them that go down into the pit. Verse 8, Cause me to hear thy loving kindness in the morning, for in thee do I trust. Cause me to know the way wherein I should walk, for I lift up my soul unto thee. Verse 9, Deliver me, O Lord, from mine enemies, I flee unto thee to hide me. Verse 10, Teach me to do thy will, for thou art my God, thy spirit is good. Lead me into the land of uprightness. Verse 11, Quicken me, O Lord, for thy name's sake, for thy righteousness' sake bring my soul out of trouble. Verse 12, And of thy mercy cut off mine enemies and destroy all them that afflict my soul. For I am thy servant. Let us rest in another psalm. Psalm 84, to the chief musician, upon Gittith, a psalm for the sons of Korah. Verse 1. How amiable are thy tabernacles, O Lord of hosts. Verse 2. My soul longeth, yea, even fainteth for the courts of the Lord. My heart and my flesh crieth out for the living God. Verse 3. Yea, the sparrow hath found an house, and the swallow a nest for herself, where she may lay her young. Even thine altars, O Lord of hosts, my King and my God. Verse 4. Blessed are they that dwell in thy house, they will be still praising thee. Selah. Verse 5. Blessed is the man whose strength is in thee, in whose heart are the ways of them. Verse 6. Who passing through the valley of Baca make it a well, the rain also filleth the pools. Verse 7. They go from strength to strength, every one of them in Zion appeareth before God. Verse 8. O Lord God of hosts, hear my prayer, give ear, O God of Jacob. Selah. Verse 9. Behold, O God our shield, and look upon the face of thine anointed. Verse 10. For a day in thy courts is better than 1,000. I had rather be a doorkeeper in the house of my God than to dwell in the tents of wickedness. Verse 11. For the Lord God is a sun and shield. The Lord will give grace and glory. No good thing will he withhold from them that walk uprightly. Verse 12. O Lord of hosts, blessed is the man that trusteth in thee. And now, Psalm 85. Psalm 85, to the chief musician, a psalm for the sons of Korah. Verse 1. Lord, thou hast been favorable unto thy land. Thou hast brought back the captivity of Jacob. Verse 2. Thou hast forgiven the iniquity of thy people. Thou hast covered all their sin. Selah. Verse 3. Thou hast taken away all thy wrath. Thou hast turned thyself from the fierceness of thine anger. Verse 4. Turn us, O God of our salvation, and cause thine anger toward us to cease. Verse 5. Wilt thou be angry with us forever? Wilt thou draw out thine anger to all generations? Verse 6. Wilt thou not revive us again, that thy people may rejoice in thee? Verse 7. Show us thy mercy, O Lord, and grant us thy salvation. Verse 8. I will hear what God the Lord will speak, for he will speak peace unto his people, and to his saints, but let them not turn again to folly. Verse 9. Surely his salvation is nigh them that fear him, that glory may dwell in our land. Verse 10. Mercy and truth are met together, righteousness and peace have kissed each other. Verse 11. Truth shall spring out of the earth, and righteousness shall look down from heaven. Verse 12. Yea, the Lord shall give that which is good, and our land shall yield her increase. Verse 13. Righteousness shall go before him, and shall set us in the way of his steps. Let the words keep their gentle pace. Psalm 116. Psalm 116. Verse 1. I love the Lord, because he hath heard my voice, and my supplications. Verse 2. Because he hath inclined his ear unto me, therefore will I call upon him, as long as I live. Verse 3. The sorrows of death compassed me, and the pains of hell gat hold upon me. I found trouble and sorrow. Verse 4. Then called I upon the name of the Lord. O Lord, I beseech thee, deliver my soul. Verse 5. Gracious is the Lord, and righteous, yea, our God is merciful. Verse 6. The Lord preserveth the simple. I was brought low, and he helped me. Verse 7. Return unto thy rest, O my soul, for the Lord hath dealt bountifully with thee. Verse 8. For thou hast delivered my soul from death, mine eyes from tears, and my feet from falling. Verse 9. I will walk before the Lord in the land of the living. Verse 10. I believed, therefore have I spoken. I was greatly afflicted. Verse 11. I said in my haste, all men are liars. Verse 12. What shall I render unto the Lord for all his benefits toward me? Verse 13. I will take the cup of salvation, and call upon the name of the Lord. Verse 14. I will pay my vows unto the Lord now in the presence of all his people. Verse 15. Precious in the sight of the Lord is the death of his saints. Verse 16. O Lord, truly I am thy servant, I am thy servant and the son of thine handmaid. Thou hast loosed my bonds. Verse 17. I will offer to thee the sacrifice of thanksgiving, and will call upon the name of the Lord. Verse 18. I will pay my vows unto the Lord now in the presence of all his people. Verse 19. In the courts of the Lord's house, in the midst of thee, O Jerusalem, praise ye the Lord. And now, Psalm 118. Psalm 118. Verse 1. O give thanks unto the Lord, for he is good, because his mercy endureth for ever. Verse 2. Let Israel now say, that his mercy endureth for ever. Verse 3. Let the house of Aaron now say, that his mercy endureth for ever. Verse 4. Let them now that fear the Lord say, that his mercy endureth for ever. Verse 4. Let them now that fear the Lord say, that his mercy endureth for ever. Verse 4. Let them now that fear the Lord say, that his mercy endureth for ever. Verse 6. The Lord is on my side, I will not fear. What can man do unto me? Verse 7. The Lord taketh my part with them that help me. Therefore shall I see my desire upon them that hate me. Verse 8. It is better to trust in the Lord than to put confidence in man. Verse 9. It is better to trust in the Lord than to put confidence in princes. Verse 10. All nations compassed me about, but in the name of the Lord will I destroy them. Verse 11. They compassed me about, yea, they compassed me about, but in the name of the Lord I will destroy them. Verse 12. They compassed me about, like bees, they are quenched as the fire of thorns, for in the name of the Lord I will destroy them. Verse 13. Thou hast thrust sore at me, that I might fall, but the Lord helped me. Verse 14. The Lord is my strength and song, and is become my salvation. Verse 15. The voice of rejoicing and salvation is in the tabernacles of the righteous. The right hand of the Lord doeth valiantly. Verse 16. The right hand of the Lord is exalted. The right hand of the Lord doeth valiantly. Verse 17. I shall not die, but live, and declare the works of the Lord. Verse 18. The Lord hath chastened me sore, but he hath not given me over unto death. Verse 19. Open to me the gates of righteousness. I will go into them, and I will praise the Lord. Verse 20. This gate of the Lord, into which the righteous shall enter. Verse 21. I will praise thee, for thou hast heard me, and art become my salvation. Verse 22. The stone which the builders refused is become the headstone of the corner. Verse 23. This is the Lord's doing. It is marvelous in our eyes. Verse 24. This is the day which the Lord hath made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. Verse 25. Save now, I beseech thee, O Lord, I beseech thee. Send now prosperity. Verse 26. Blessed be he that cometh in the name of the Lord. We have blessed you out of the house of the Lord. Verse 27. God is the Lord, which hath showed us light. Bind the sacrifice with cords, even unto the horns of the altar. Verse 28. Thou art my God, and I will praise thee. Thou art my God, I will exalt thee. Verse 29. O give thanks unto the Lord, for he is good, for his mercy endureth for ever. And now, Psalm 119. Psalm 119. Verse 1. Blessed are the undefiled in the way, who walk in the law of the Lord. Verse 2. Blessed are they that keep his testimonies, and that seek him with the whole heart. Verse 3. They also do no iniquity, they walk in his ways. Verse 4. Thou hast commanded us to keep thy precepts diligently. Verse 5. O that my ways were directed to keep thy statutes. Verse 6. Then shall I not be ashamed, when I have respect unto all thy commandments. Verse 7. I will praise thee with uprightness of heart, when I shall have learned thy righteous judgments. Verse 8. I will keep thy statutes, O forsake me not utterly. Verse 9. Wherewithal shall a young man cleanse his way? By taking heed thereto according to thy word. Verse 10. With my whole heart have I sought thee, O let me not wander from thy commandments. Verse 11. Thy word have I hid in mine heart, that I might not sin against thee. Verse 12. Blessed art thou, O Lord, teach me thy statutes. Verse 13. With my lips have I declared all the judgments of thy mouth. Verse 14. I have rejoiced in the way of thy testimonies, as much as in all riches. Verse 15. I will meditate in thy precepts, and have respect unto thy ways. Verse 16. I will delight myself in thy statutes. I will not forget thy word. Verse 17. Deal bountifully with thy servant, that I may live and keep thy word. Verse 18, Open thou mine eyes, that I may behold wondrous things out of thy law. Verse 19, I am a stranger in the earth, hide not thy commandments from me. Verse 20, My soul breaketh for the longing that it hath unto thy judgments at all times. Verse 21, Thou hast rebuked the proud that are cursed, which do err from thy commandments. Verse 22, Remove from me reproach and contempt, for I have kept thy testimonies. Verse 23, Princes also did sit and speak against me, but thy servant did meditate in thy statutes. Verse 24, Thy testimonies also are my delight and my counselors. Verse 25, My soul cleaveth unto the dust, quicken thou me according to thy word. Verse 26, I have declared my ways, and thou heardest me. Teach me thy statutes. Verse 27, Make me to understand the way of thy precepts, so shall I talk of thy wondrous works. Verse 28, My soul melteth for heaviness, strengthen thou me according unto thy word. Verse 29, Remove from me the way of lying, and grant me thy law graciously. Verse 30, I have chosen the way of truth, thy judgments have I laid before me. Verse 31, I have stuck unto thy testimonies, O Lord, put me not to shame. Verse 32, I will run the way of thy commandments, when thou shalt enlarge my heart. Verse 33, Teach me, O Lord, the way of thy statutes, and I shall keep it unto the end. Verse 34, Give me understanding, and I shall keep thy law, yea, I shall observe it with my whole heart. Verse 35, Make me to go in the path of thy commandments, for therein do I delight. Verse 36, Incline my heart unto thy testimonies, and not to covetousness. Verse 37, Turn away mine eyes from beholding vanity, and quicken thou me in thy way. Verse 38, Stablish thy word unto thy servant, who is devoted to thy fear. Verse 39, Turn away my reproach which I fear, for thy judgments are good. Verse 40, Behold, I have longed after thy precepts, quicken me in thy righteousness. Verse 41, Let thy mercies come also unto me, O Lord, even thy salvation, according to thy word. Verse 42, So shall I have wherewith to answer him that reproacheth me, for I trust in thy word. Verse 43, And take not the word of truth utterly out of my mouth, for I have hoped in thy judgments. Verse 44, So shall I keep thy law continually for ever and ever. Verse 45, And I will walk at liberty, for I seek thy precepts. Verse 46, I will speak of thy testimonies also before kings, and will not be ashamed. Verse 47, And I will delight myself in thy commandments, which I have loved. Verse 48, My hands also will I lift up unto thy commandments, which I have loved. Verse 48, My hands also will I lift up unto thy commandments, which I have loved, and I will meditate in thy statutes. Verse 49, Remember the word unto thy servant, upon which thou hast caused me to hope. Verse 50, This is my comfort in my affliction, for thy word hath quickened me. Verse 51, The proud have had me greatly in derision, yet have I not declined from thy law. Verse 52, I remembered thy judgments of old, O Lord, and have comforted myself. Verse 53, Horror hath taken hold upon me because of the wicked that forsake thy law. Verse 54, Thy statutes have been my songs in the house of my pilgrimage. Verse 55, I have remembered thy name, O Lord, in the night, and have kept thy law. Verse 56, This I had, because I kept thy precepts. Verse 57, Thou art my portion, O Lord, I have said that I would keep thy words. Verse 58, I entreated thy favor with my whole heart, be merciful unto me according to thy word. Verse 59, I thought on my ways, and turned my feet unto thy testimonies. Verse 60, I made haste, and delayed not to keep thy commandments. Verse 61, The bands of the wicked have robbed me, but I have not forgotten thy law. Verse 62, At midnight I will rise to give thanks unto thee because of thy righteous judgments. Verse 63, I am a companion of all them that fear thee, and of them that keep thy precepts. Verse 64, The earth, O Lord, is full of thy mercy. Teach me thy statutes. Verse 65, Thou hast dealt well with thy servant, O Lord, according unto thy word. Verse 66. Teach me good judgment and knowledge, for I have believed thy commandments. Verse 67. Before I was afflicted I went astray, but now have I kept thy word. Verse 68. Thou art good and doest good, teach me thy statutes. Verse 69. The proud have forged a lie against me, but I will keep thy precepts with my whole heart. Verse 70. Their heart is as fat as grease, but I delight in thy law. Verse 71. It is good for me that I have been afflicted, that I might learn thy statutes. Verse 72. The law of thy mouth is better unto me than thousands of gold and silver. Verse 73. Thy hands have made me and fashioned me. Give me understanding, that I may learn thy commandments. Verse 74. They that fear thee will be glad when they see me, because I have hoped in thy word. Verse 75. I know, O Lord, that thy judgments are right, and that thou in faithfulness hast afflicted me. Verse 76. Let, I pray thee, thy merciful kindness be for my comfort, according to thy word unto thy servant. Verse 77. Let thy tender mercies come unto me, that I may live, for thy law is my delight. Verse 78. Let the proud be ashamed, for they dealt perversely with me without a cause, but I will meditate in thy precepts. Verse 79. Let those that fear thee turn unto me, and those that have known thy testimonies. Verse 80. Let my heart be sound in thy statutes, that I be not ashamed. Verse 81. My soul fainteth for thy salvation, but I hope in thy word. Verse 82. Mine eyes fail for thy word, saying, When wilt thou comfort me? Verse 83. For I am become like a bottle in the smoke, yet do I not forget thy statutes. Verse 84. How many are the days of thy servant? When wilt thou execute judgment on them that persecute me? Verse 85. The proud have digged pits for me, which are not after thy law. Verse 86. All thy commandments are faithful, they persecute me wrongfully. Help thou me. Verse 87. They had almost consumed me upon earth, but I forsook not thy precepts. Verse 88. Quicken me after thy loving kindness, so shall I keep the testimony of thy mouth. Verse 89. Forever, O Lord, thy word is settled in heaven. Verse 91. They continue this day according to thine ordinances, for all are thy servants. Verse 92. Unless thy law had been my delights, I should then have perished in mine affliction. Verse 93. I will never forget thy precepts, for with them thou hast quickened me. Verse 94. I am thine, save me, for I have sought thy precepts. Verse 95. The wicked have waited for me to destroy me, but I will consider thy testimonies. Verse 96. I have seen an end of all perfection, but thy commandment is exceeding broad. Verse 97. O how love I thy law, it is my meditation all the day. Verse 98. Thou through thy commandments hast made me wiser than mine enemies, for they are ever with me. Verse 99. I have more understanding than all my teachers, for thy testimonies are my meditation. Verse 100. I understand more than the ancients, because I keep thy precepts. Verse 101. I have refrained my feet from every evil way, that I might keep thy word. Verse 102. I have not departed from thy judgments, for thou hast taught me. Verse 103. How sweet are thy words unto my taste, yea, sweeter than honey to my mouth. Verse 104. Through thy precepts I get understanding, therefore I hate every false way. Verse 105. Thy word is a lamp unto my feet, and a light unto my path. Verse 106. I have sworn, and I will perform it, that I will keep thy righteous judgments. Verse 107. I am afflicted very much. Quicken me, O Lord, according unto thy word. Verse 108. Accept, I beseech thee, the freewill offerings of my mouth, O Lord, and teach me thy judgments. Verse 109. My soul is continually in my hand, yet do I not forget thy law. Verse 110. The wicked have laid a snare for me, yet I erred not from thy precepts. Verse 111. Thy testimonies have I taken as an heritage forever, for they are the rejoicing of my heart. Verse 112. I have inclined mine heart to perform thy statutes alway, even unto the end. Verse 113, I hate vain thoughts, but thy law do I love. Verse 114, Thou art my hiding place and my shield, I hope in thy word. Verse 115, Depart from me, ye evildoers, for I will keep the commandments of my God. Verse 116, Uphold me according unto thy word, that I may live, and let me not be ashamed of my hope. Verse 117, Hold thou me up, and I shall be safe, and I will have respect unto thy statutes continually. Verse 118, Thou hast trodden down all them that err from thy statutes, for their deceit is falsehood. Verse 119, Thou puttest away all the wicked of the earth like dross, therefore I love thy testimonies. Verse 120, My flesh trembleth for fear of thee, and I am afraid of thy judgments. Verse 121, I have done judgment and justice. Leave me not to mine oppressors. Verse 122, Be surety for thy servant for good. Let not the proud oppress me. Verse 123, Mine eyes fail for thy salvation, and for the word of thy righteousness. Verse 124, Deal with thy servant according unto thy mercy, and teach me thy statutes. Verse 125, I am thy servant, give me understanding, that I may know thy testimonies. Verse 126, It is time for thee, Lord, to work, for they have made void thy law. Verse 127, Therefore I love thy commandments above gold, yea, above fine gold. Verse 128, Therefore I esteem all thy precepts concerning all things to be right, and I hate every false way. Verse 129, Thy testimonies are wonderful, therefore doth my soul keep them. Verse 130, The entrance of thy words giveth light, it giveth understanding unto the simple. Verse 131, I opened my mouth, and panted, for I longed for thy commandments. Verse 132, Look thou upon me, and be merciful unto me, as thou usest to do unto those that love thy name. Verse 133, Order my steps in thy word, and let not any iniquity have dominion over me. Verse 133, Order my steps in thy word, and let not any iniquity have dominion over me. Verse 134, Deliver me from the oppression of man, so will I keep thy precepts. Verse 135, Make thy face to shine upon thy servant, and teach me thy statutes. Verse 136, Rivers of waters run down mine eyes, because they keep not thy law. Verse 137, Righteous art thou, O Lord, and upright are thy judgments. Verse 138, Thy testimonies that thou hast commanded are righteous and very faithful. Verse 139, My zeal hath consumed me, because mine enemies have forgotten thy words. Verse 141, I am small and despised, yet do not I forget thy precepts. Verse 141, I am small and despised, yet do not I forget thy precepts. Verse 144, Thy righteousness is an everlasting righteousness, and thy law is the truth. Verse 143, Trouble and anguish have taken hold on me, yet thy commandments are my delights. Verse 144, The righteousness of thy testimonies is everlasting. Give me understanding, and I shall live. Verse 145, I cried with my whole heart, Hear me, O Lord, I will keep thy statutes. Verse 146, I cried unto thee, Save me, and I shall keep thy testimonies. Verse 147, I prevented the dawning of the morning, and cried, I hoped in thy word. Verse 148, Mine eyes prevent the night watches, that I might meditate in thy word. Verse 149, Hear my voice according unto thy loving kindness, O Lord, quicken me according to thy judgment. Verse 150, They draw nigh that follow after mischief, they are far from thy law. Verse 151, Thou art near, O Lord, and all thy commandments are truth. Verse 152, Concerning thy testimonies, I have known of old that thou hast founded them for ever. Verse 153, Consider mine affliction, and deliver me, for I do not forget thy law. Verse 154, Plead my cause, and deliver me, quicken me according to thy word. Verse 155. Salvation is far from the wicked, for they seek not thy statutes. Verse 156. Great are thy tender mercies, O Lord, quicken me according to thy judgments. Verse 157. Many are my persecutors and mine enemies, yet do I not decline from thy testimonies. Verse 158. I beheld the transgressors, and was grieved, because they kept not thy word. Verse 159. Consider how I love thy precepts. Quicken me, O Lord, according to thy loving kindness. Verse 160. Thy word is true from the beginning, and every one of thy righteous judgments endureth for ever. Verse 161. Princes have persecuted me without a cause, but my heart standeth in awe of thy word. Verse 162. I rejoice at thy word, as one that findeth great spoil. Verse 163. I hate and abhor lying, but thy law do I love. Verse 164. 7 times a day do I praise thee because of thy righteous judgments. Verse 165. Great peace have they which love thy law, and nothing shall offend them. Verse 166. Lord, I have hoped for thy salvation, and done thy commandments. Verse 167. My soul hath kept thy testimonies, and I love them exceedingly. Verse 168. I have kept thy precepts and thy testimonies, for all my ways are before thee. Verse 169. Let my cry come near before thee, O Lord, give me understanding according to thy word. Verse 170. Let my supplication come before thee, deliver me according to thy word. Verse 171. My lips shall utter praise when thou hast taught me thy statutes. Verse 173. Let thine hand help me, for I have chosen thy precepts. Verse 173. Let thine hand help me, for I have chosen thy precepts. Verse 173. Let thine hand help me, for I have chosen thy precepts. Verse 174. I have longed for thy salvation, O Lord, and thy law is my delight. Verse 175. Let my soul live, and it shall praise thee, and let thy judgments help me. Verse 176. I have gone astray like a lost sheep. Seek thy servant, for I do not forget thy commandments. And now, Psalm 90. Psalm 90, a prayer of Moses the man of God. Verse 1. Lord, thou hast been our dwelling place in all generations. Verse 2. Before the mountains were brought forth, or ever thou hadst formed the earth and the world, even from everlasting to everlasting, thou art God. Verse 3. Thou turnest man to destruction, and sayest, Return, ye children of men. Verse 4. For 1,000 years in thy sight are but as yesterday when it is past, and as a watch in the night. Verse 5. Thou carriest them away as with a flood. They are as asleep. In the morning they are like grass, which groweth up. Verse 6. In the morning it flourisheth, and groweth up. In the evening it is cut down, and withereth. Verse 7. For we are consumed by thine anger, and by thy wrath are we troubled. Verse 8. Thou hast set our iniquities before thee, our secret sins in the light of thy countenance. Verse 9. For all our days are passed away in thy wrath. We spend our years as a tale that is told. Verse 10. The days of our years are 60 years and 10, and if by reason of strength they be 80 years, yet is their strength labor and sorrow, for it is soon cut off, and we fly away. Verse 11. Who knoweth the power of thine anger, even according to thy fear, so is thy wrath. Verse 12. So teach us to number our days, that we may apply our hearts unto wisdom. Verse 13. Return, O Lord, how long, and let it repent thee concerning thy servants. Verse 14. O satisfy us early with thy mercy, that we may rejoice and be glad all our days. Verse 15. Make us glad according to the days wherein thou hast afflicted us, and the years wherein we have seen evil. Verse 16. Let thy work appear unto thy servants, and thy glory unto their children. Verse 17. And let the beauty of the Lord our God be upon us, and establish thou the work of our hands upon us. Yea, the work of our hands establish thou it. And now, Psalm 6. Psalm 6, a psalm of David. Verse 1. O Lord, rebuke me not in thine anger, neither chasten me in thy hot displeasure. Verse 2. Have mercy upon me, O Lord, for I am weak. O Lord, heal me, for my bones are vexed. Verse 3. My soul is also sore vexed. But thou, O Lord, how long? Verse 4. Return, O Lord, deliver my soul. O save me for thy mercy's sake. Verse 5. For in death there is no remembrance of thee, in the grave who shall give thee thanks. Verse 6. I am weary with my groaning, all the night make I my bed to swim, I water my couch with my tears. Verse 7. Mine eye is consumed because of grief, it waxeth old because of all mine enemies. Verse 8. Depart from me, all ye workers of iniquity, for the Lord hath heard the voice of my weeping. Verse 9. The Lord hath heard my supplication, the Lord will receive my prayer. Verse 10. Let all mine enemies be ashamed and sore vexed, let them return and be ashamed suddenly. Let us rest in another psalm. Psalm 13, to the chief musician, a psalm of David. Verse 1. How long wilt thou forget me, O Lord, forever? How long wilt thou hide thy face from me? Verse 2. How long shall I take counsel in my soul, having sorrow in my heart daily? How long shall mine enemy be exalted over me? Verse 3. Consider and hear me, O Lord my God, lighten mine eyes, lest I sleep the sleep of death. Verse 4. Lest mine enemy say, I have prevailed against him, and those that trouble me rejoice when I am moved. Verse 5. But I have trusted in thy mercy, my heart shall rejoice in thy salvation. Verse 6. I will sing unto the Lord, because he hath dealt bountifully with me. And now, Psalm 57. Psalm 57, a psalm of David. Verse 1. Be merciful unto me, O God, be merciful unto me, for my soul trusteth in thee. Yea, in the shadow of thy wings will I make my refuge, until these calamities be overpast. Verse 2. I will cry unto God most high, unto God that performeth all things for me. Verse 3. He shall send from heaven, and save me from the reproach of him that would swallow me up. Selah. God shall send forth his mercy and his truth. Verse 4. My soul is among lions, and I lie even among them that are set on fire, even the sons of men, whose teeth are spears and arrows, and their tongue a sharp sword. Verse 5. Be thou exalted, O God, above the heavens, let thy glory be above all the earth. Verse 6. They have prepared a net for my steps, my soul is bowed down, they have digged a pit before me, into the midst whereof they are fallen themselves. Selah. Verse 7. My heart is fixed, O God, my heart is fixed, I will sing and give praise. Verse 8. Awake up my glory, awake psaltery and harp, I myself will awake early. Verse 9. I will praise thee, O Lord, among the people, I will sing unto thee among the nations. Verse 10. For thy mercy is great unto the heavens, and thy truth unto the clouds. Verse 11. Be thou exalted, O God, above the heavens, let thy glory be above all the earth. And now, Psalm 61. Psalm 61, to the chief musician upon Negina, a psalm of David. Verse 1. Hear my cry, O God, attend unto my prayer. Verse 2. From the end of the earth will I cry unto thee. When my heart is overwhelmed, lead me to the rock that is higher than I. Verse 3. For thou hast been a shelter for me, and a strong tower from the enemy. Verse 4. I will abide in thy tabernacle forever. I will trust in the covert of thy wings. Selah. Verse 5. For thou, O God, hast heard my vows, thou hast given me the heritage of those that fear thy name. Verse 6. Thou wilt prolong the king's life, and his years as many generations. Verse 7. He shall abide before God forever. O prepare mercy and truth, which may preserve him. Verse 8. So will I sing praise unto thy name forever, that I may daily perform my vows. Let the next psalm move gently through the night. Psalm 86, a prayer of David. Verse 1. Bow down thine ear, O Lord, hear me, for I am poor and needy. Verse 2. Preserve my soul, for I am holy. O thou my God, save thy servant that trusteth in thee. Verse 3. Be merciful unto me, O Lord, for I cry unto thee daily. Verse 4. Rejoice the soul of thy servant, for unto thee, O Lord, do I lift up my soul. Verse 5. For thou, Lord, art good, and ready to forgive, and plenteous in mercy unto all them that call upon thee. Verse 6. Give ear, O Lord, unto my prayer, and attend to the voice of my supplications. Verse 7. In the day of my trouble I will call upon thee, for thou wilt answer me. Verse 8. Among the gods there is none like unto thee, O Lord, neither are there any works like unto thy works. Verse 9. All nations whom thou hast made shall come and worship before thee, O Lord, and shall glorify thy name. Verse 10. For thou art great, and doest wondrous things, thou art God alone. Verse 11. Teach me thy way, O Lord, I will walk in thy truth. Unite my heart to fear thy name. Verse 12. I will praise thee, O Lord my God, with all my heart, and I will glorify thy name for evermore. Verse 13. For great is thy mercy toward me, and thou hast delivered my soul from the lowest hell. Verse 14. O God, the proud are risen against me, and the assemblies of violent men have sought after my soul, and have not set thee before them. Verse 15. But thou, O Lord, art a God full of compassion and gracious, long-suffering, and plenteous in mercy and truth. Verse 16. O turn unto me, and have mercy upon me. Give thy strength unto thy servant, and save the son of thine handmaid. Verse 17. Show me a token for good, that they which hate me may see it, and be ashamed, because thou, Lord, hast holpen me, and comforted me. And now, Psalm 100. Psalm 100, a psalm of praise. Verse 1. Make a joyful noise unto the Lord, all ye lands. Verse 2. Serve the Lord with gladness, come before his presence with singing. Verse 3. Know ye that the Lord he is God, it is he that hath made us, and not we ourselves. We are his people, and the sheep of his pasture. Verse 4. Enter into his gates with thanksgiving, and into his courts with praise. Be thankful unto him, and bless his name. Verse 5. For the Lord is good, his mercy is everlasting, and his truth endureth to all generations. Let us rest in another psalm. Psalm 122, a song of degrees of David. Verse 1. I was glad when they said unto me, Let us go into the house of the Lord. Verse 2. Our feet shall stand within thy gates, O Jerusalem. Verse 3. Jerusalem is builded as a city that is compact together. Verse 4. Whither the tribes go up, the tribes of the Lord, unto the testimony of Israel, to give thanks unto the name of the Lord. Verse 5. For there are set thrones of judgment, the thrones of the house of David. Verse 6. Pray for the peace of Jerusalem, they shall prosper that love thee. Verse 7. Peace be within thy walls, and prosperity within thy palaces. Verse 8. For my brethren and companions' sakes, I will now say, Peace be within thee. Verse 9. Because of the house of the Lord our God I will seek thy good. And now, Psalm 125. Psalm 125, a song of degrees. Verse 1. They that trust in the Lord shall be as Mount Zion, which cannot be removed, but abideth for ever. Verse 2. As the mountains are round about Jerusalem, so the Lord is round about his people from henceforth, even for ever. Verse 3. For the rod of the wicked shall not rest upon the lot of the righteous, lest the righteous put forth their hands unto iniquity. Verse 4. Do good, O Lord, unto those that be good, and to them that are upright in their hearts. Verse 5. As for such as turn aside unto their crooked ways, the Lord shall lead them forth with the workers of iniquity, but peace shall be upon Israel. And now, Psalm 128. Psalm 128, a song of degrees. Verse 1. Blessed is every one that feareth the Lord, that walketh in his ways. Verse 2. For thou shalt eat the labor of thine hands, happy shalt thou be, and it shall be well with thee. Verse 3. Thy wife shall be as a fruitful vine by the sides of thine house, thy children like olive plants round about thy table. Verse 4. Behold, that thus shall the man be blessed that feareth the Lord. Verse 5. The Lord shall bless thee out of Zion, and thou shalt see the good of Jerusalem all the days of thy life. Verse 6. Yea, thou shalt see thy children's children, and peace upon Israel. Let the words settle softly. Psalm 133. Psalm 133, a song of degrees of David. Verse 1. Behold how good and how pleasant it is for brethren to dwell together in unity. Verse 2. It is like the precious ointment upon the head, that ran down upon the beard, even Aaron's beard, that went down to the skirts of his garments. Verse 3. As the dew of Hermon, and as the dew that descended upon the mountains of Zion, for there the Lord commanded the blessing, even life for evermore. And now, Psalm 134, Psalm 134, Psalm 134, a song of degrees. Verse 1. Behold, bless ye the Lord, all ye servants of the Lord, which by night stand in the house of the Lord. Verse 2. Lift up your hands in the sanctuary, and bless the Lord. Verse 3. The Lord that made heaven and earth bless thee out of Zion. And now, Psalm 146, Psalm 146, verse 1. Praise ye the Lord, praise the Lord, O my soul. While I live will I praise the Lord, I will sing praises unto my God, while I have any being. Verse 3. Put not your trust in princes, nor in the Son of Man, in whom there is no help. Verse 4. His breath goeth forth, he returneth to his earth, in that very day his thoughts perish. Verse 5. Happy is he that hath the God of Jacob for his help, whose hope is in the Lord his God. Verse 6. Which made heaven, and earth, the sea, and all that therein is, which keepeth truth for ever. Verse 7. Which executeth judgment for the oppressed, which giveth food to the hungry, the Lord looseth the prisoners. Verse 8. The Lord openeth the eyes of the blind. The Lord raiseth them that are bowed down. The Lord loveth the righteous. Verse 9. The Lord preserveth the strangers, he relieveth the fatherless and widow, but the way of the wicked he turneth upside down. Verse 10. The Lord shall reign forever, even thy God, O Zion, unto all generations. Praise ye the Lord. And now Psalm 25, Psalm 25, a psalm of David. Verse 1. Unto thee, O Lord, do I lift up my soul. Verse 2. O my God, I trust in thee, let me not be ashamed, let not mine enemies triumph over me. Verse 3. Yea, let none that wait on thee be ashamed, let them be ashamed which transgress without cause. Verse 4. Show me thy ways, O Lord, teach me thy paths. Verse 5. Lead me in thy truth, and teach me, for thou art the God of my salvation, on thee do I wait all the day. Verse 6. Remember, O Lord, thy tender mercies, and thy loving kindnesses, for they have been ever of old. Verse 7. Remember not the sins of my youth, nor my transgressions, according to thy mercy. Remember thou me for thy goodness' sake, O Lord. Verse 8. Good and upright is the Lord, therefore will he teach sinners in the way. Verse 9. The meek will he guide in judgment, and the meek will he teach his way. Verse 10. All the paths of the Lord are mercy and truth unto such as keep his covenant and his testimonies. Verse 11. For thy name's sake, O Lord, pardon mine iniquity, for it is great. Verse 12. What man is he that feareth the Lord? Him shall he teach in the way that he shall choose. Verse 13. His soul shall dwell at ease, and his seed shall inherit the earth. Verse 14. The secret of the Lord is with them that fear him, and he will shew them his covenant. Verse 15. Mine eyes are ever toward the Lord, for he shall pluck my feet out of the net. Verse 16. Turn thee unto me and have mercy upon me, for I am desolate and afflicted. Verse 17. The troubles of my heart are enlarged, O bring thou me out of my distresses. Verse 18. Look upon mine affliction and my pain, and forgive all my sins. Verse 19. Consider mine enemies, for they are many, and they hate me with cruel hatred. Verse 20. O keep my soul, and deliver me. Let me not be ashamed, for I put my trust in thee. Verse 21. Let integrity and uprightness preserve me, for I wait on thee. Verse 22. Redeem Israel, O God, out of all his troubles. And now Psalm 30. Psalm 30, a psalm and song at the dedication of the house of David. Verse 1. I will extol thee, O Lord, for thou hast lifted me up, and hast not made my foes to rejoice over me. Verse 2. O Lord my God, I cried unto thee, and thou hast healed me. Verse 3, O Lord, thou hast brought up my soul from the grave. Thou hast kept me alive, that I should not go down to the pit. Verse 4, sing unto the Lord, O ye saints of his, and give thanks at the remembrance of his holiness. Verse 5, for his anger endureth but a moment, in his favour is life. Weeping may endure for a night, but joy cometh in the morning. Verse 6, and in my prosperity I said, I shall never be moved. Verse 7, Lord, by thy favour thou hast made my mountain to stand strong. Thou didst hide thy face, and I was troubled. Verse 8, I cried to thee, O Lord, and unto the Lord I made supplication. Verse 9, what profit is there in my blood? When I go down to the pit, shall the dust praise thee? Shall it declare thy truth? Verse 10, hear, O Lord, and have mercy upon me. Lord, be thou my helper. Verse 11, thou hast turned for me my mourning into dancing. Thou hast put off my sackcloth, and girded me with gladness. Verse 12, to the end that my glory may sing praise to thee, and not be silent, O Lord my God. I will give thanks unto thee for ever. And now Psalm 32, a psalm of David. Verse 1, blessed is he whose transgression is forgiven, whose sin is covered. Verse 2, blessed is the man unto whom the Lord imputeth not iniquity, and in whose spirit there is no guile. Verse 3, when I kept silence, my bones waxed old through my roaring all the day long. Verse 4, for day and night thy hand was heavy upon me, my moisture is turned into the drought of summer. Selah. Verse 5, I acknowledged my sin unto thee, and mine iniquity have I not hid. I said, I will confess my transgressions unto the Lord, and thou forgavest the iniquity of my sin. Selah. Verse 6, for this shall every one that is godly pray unto thee in a time when thou mayest be found. Surely in the floods of great waters they shall not come nigh unto him. Verse 7, thou art my hiding place, thou shalt preserve me from trouble. Thou shalt compass me about with songs of deliverance. Selah. Verse 8, I will instruct thee, and teach thee in the way which thou shalt go. I will guide thee with mine eye. Verse 9, be ye not as the horse, or as the mule, which have no understanding, whose mouth must be held in with bit and bridle, lest they come near unto thee. Verse 10, many sorrows shall be to the wicked, but he that trusteth in the Lord mercy shall compass him about. Verse 11, be glad in the Lord and rejoice, ye righteous, and shout for joy, all ye that are upright in heart. And now, Psalm 51, a psalm of David. Verse 1, have mercy upon me, O God, according to thy loving kindness, according unto the multitude of thy tender mercies, blot out my transgressions. Verse 2, wash me thoroughly from mine iniquity, and cleanse me from my sin. Verse 3, for I acknowledge my transgressions, and my sin is ever before me. Verse 4, against thee, thee only, have I sinned, and done this evil in thy sight, that thou mightest be justified when thou speakest, and be clear when thou judgest. Verse 5, behold, I was shapen in iniquity, and in sin did my mother conceive me. Verse 6, behold, thou desirest truth in the inward parts, and in the hidden part thou shalt make me to know wisdom. Verse 7, purge me with hyssop, and I shall be clean, wash me, and I shall be whiter than snow. Verse 8, make me to hear joy and gladness, that the bones which thou hast broken may rejoice. Verse 9, hide thy face from my sins, and blot out all mine iniquities. Verse 10, create in me a clean heart, O God, and renew a right spirit within me. Verse 11, cast me not away from thy presence, and take not thy Holy Spirit from me. Verse 12, restore unto me the joy of thy salvation, and uphold me with thy free spirit. Verse 13, then will I teach transgressors thy ways, and sinners shall be converted unto thee. Verse 14, deliver me from blood guiltiness, O God, thou God of my salvation, and my tongue shall sing aloud of thy righteousness. Verse 15, O Lord, open thou my lips, and my mouth shall shew forth thy praise. Verse 16, for thou desirest not sacrifice, else would I give it, thou delightest not in burnt offering. Verse 17, The sacrifices of God are a broken spirit, a broken and a contrite heart. O God, thou wilt not despise. Verse 18. Do good in thy good pleasure unto Zion. Build thou the walls of Jerusalem. Verse 19. Then shalt thou be pleased with the sacrifices of righteousness, with burnt offering and whole burnt offering. Then shall they offer bullocks upon thine altar. Let the night remain still. Psalm 40. Psalm 40, a psalm of David. Verse 1. I waited patiently for the Lord, and he inclined unto me and heard my cry. Verse 2. He brought me up also out of an horrible pit, out of the miry clay, and set my feet upon a rock, and established my goings. Verse 3. And he hath put a new song in my mouth, even praise unto our God. Many shall see it, and fear, and shall trust in the Lord. Verse 4. Blessed is that man that maketh the Lord his trust, and respecteth not the proud, nor such as turn aside to lies. Verse 5. Many, O Lord my God, are thy wonderful works which thou hast done, and thy thoughts which are to usward. They cannot be reckoned up in order unto thee. If I would declare and speak of them, they are more than can be numbered. Verse 6. Sacrifice and offering thou didst not desire. Mine ears hast thou opened. Burnt offering and sin offering hast thou not required. Verse 7. Then said I, Lo, I come. In the volume of the book it is written of me. Verse 8. I delight to do thy will, O my God. Yea, thy law is within my heart. Verse 9. I have preached righteousness in the great congregation. Lo, I have not refrained my lips, O Lord, thou knowest. Verse 10. I have not hid thy righteousness within my heart. I have declared thy faithfulness and thy salvation. I have not concealed thy loving kindness and thy truth from the great congregation. Verse 11. Withhold not thou thy tender mercies from me, O Lord. Let thy loving kindness and thy truth continually preserve me. Verse 12. For innumerable evils have compassed me about. Mine iniquities have taken hold upon me, so that I am not able to look up. They are more than the hairs of mine head, therefore my heart faileth me. Verse 13. Be pleased, O Lord, to deliver me, O Lord, make haste to help me. Verse 14. Let them be ashamed and confounded together, that seek after my soul to destroy it. Let them be driven backward, and put to shame that wish me evil. Verse 15. Let them be desolate for a reward of their shame, that say unto me, Aha, aha. Verse 16. Let all those that seek thee rejoice and be glad in thee. Let such as love thy salvation say continually, The Lord be magnified. Verse 17. But I am poor and needy, yet the Lord thinketh upon me. Thou art my help and my deliverer. Make no tarrying, O my God. And now, Psalm 55. Psalm 55, a psalm of David. Verse 1. Give ear to my prayer, O God, and hide not thyself from my supplication. Verse 2. Attend unto me, and hear me. I mourn in my complaint, and make a noise. Verse 3. Because of the voice of the enemy, because of the oppression of the wicked, for they cast iniquity upon me, and in wrath they hate me. Verse 4. My heart is sore pained within me, and the terrors of death are fallen upon me. Verse 5. Fearfulness and trembling are come upon me, and horror hath overwhelmed me. Verse 6. And I said, O that I had wings like a dove, for then would I fly away, and be at rest. Verse 7. Lo, then would I wander far off, and remain in the wilderness. Selah. Verse 8. I would hasten my escape from the windy storm and tempest. Verse 9. Destroy, O Lord, and divide their tongues, for I have seen violence and strife in the city. Verse 10. Day and night they go about it upon the walls thereof. Mischief also and sorrow are in the midst of it. Verse 11. Wickedness is in the midst thereof. Deceit and guile depart not from her streets. Verse 12. For it was not an enemy that reproached me. Then I could have borne it. Neither was it he that hated me, that did magnify himself against me. Then I would have hid myself from him. Verse 13. But it was thou, a man mine equal, my guide, and mine acquaintance. Verse 14. We took sweet counsel together, and walked unto the house of God in company. Verse 15. Let death seize upon them, and let them go down quick into hell, for wickedness is in their dwellings, and among them. Verse 16. As for me, I will call upon God. and the Lord shall save me. Verse 17, evening and morning, and at noon will I pray, and cry aloud, and he shall hear my voice. Verse 18, he hath delivered my soul in peace from the battle that was against me. For there were many with me. Verse 19, God shall hear and afflict them, even he that abideth of old. Selah. Because they have no changes, therefore they fear not God. Verse 20, he hath put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him. He hath broken his covenant. Verse 21, the words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. Verse 22, cast thy burden upon the Lord, and he shall sustain thee. He shall never suffer the righteous to be moved. Verse 23, but thou, O God, shalt bring them down into the pit of destruction. Bloody and deceitful men shall not live out half their days, but I will trust in thee. And now, Psalm 56, a psalm of David. Verse 1, be merciful unto me, O God, for man would swallow me up. He fighting daily oppresseth me. Verse 2, mine enemies would daily swallow me up, for they be many that fight against me, O thou most high. Verse 3, what time I am afraid, I will trust in thee. Verse 4, in God I will praise his word. In God I have put my trust. I will not fear what flesh can do unto me. Verse 5, every day they wrest my words. All their thoughts are against me for evil. Verse 6, they gather themselves together. They hide themselves. They mark my steps when they wait for my soul. Verse 7, shall they escape by iniquity? In thine anger cast down the people, O God. Verse 8, thou tellest my wanderings. Put thou my tears into thy bottle. Are they not in thy book? Verse 9, when I cry unto thee, then shall mine enemies turn back. This I know, for God is for me. Verse 10, in God will I praise his word. In the Lord will I praise his word. Verse 11, in God have I put my trust. I will not be afraid what man can do unto me. Verse 12, thy vows are upon me, O God. I will render praises unto thee. Verse 13, for thou hast delivered my soul from death. Wilt not thou deliver my feet from falling, that I may walk before God in the light of the living? Let us rest in another psalm. Psalm 77, a psalm of Asaph. Verse 1, I cried unto God with my voice, even unto God with my voice, and he gave ear unto me. Verse 2, in the day of my trouble I sought the Lord. My soul ran in the night, and ceased not. My soul refused to be comforted. Verse 3, I remembered God, and was troubled. I complained, and my spirit was overwhelmed. Selah. Verse 4, thou holdest mine eyes waking. I am so troubled that I cannot speak. Verse 5, I have considered the days of old, the years of ancient times. Verse 6, I call to remembrance my song in the night. I commune with mine own heart, and my spirit made diligent search. Verse 7, will the Lord cast off forever, and will he be favorable no more? Verse 8, is his mercy clean gone forever? Doth his promise fail forevermore? Verse 9, hath God forgotten to be gracious? Hath he in anger shut up his tender mercies? Selah. Verse 10, and I said, this is my infirmity, but I will remember the years of the right hand of the Most High. Verse 11, I will remember the works of the Lord. Surely I will remember thy wonders of old. Verse 12, I will meditate also of all thy work, and talk of thy doings. Verse 13, thy way, O God, is in the sanctuary. Who is so great a God as our God? Verse 14, thou art the God that doest wonders. Thou hast declared thy strength among the people. Verse 15, thou hast with thine arm redeemed thy people, the sons of Jacob and Joseph. Selah. Verse 16, the waters saw thee, O God, the waters saw thee, they were afraid, the depths also were troubled. Verse 17, the clouds poured out water, the skies sent out a sound, thine arrows also went abroad. Verse 18, the voice of thy thunder was in the heaven, the lightnings lightened the world, the earth trembled and shook. Verse 19, thy way is in the sea, and thy path in the great waters, and thy footsteps are not known. Verse 20, thou leddest thy people like a flock by the hand of Moses and Aaron. And now, Psalm 31. Psalm 31, a psalm of David. Verse 1. In thee, O Lord, do I put my trust. Let me never be ashamed. Deliver me in thy righteousness. Verse 2. Bow down thine ear to me. Deliver me speedily. Be thou my strong rock, for an house of defense to save me. Verse 3. For thou art my rock and my fortress. Therefore for thy name's sake lead me and guide me. Verse 4. Pull me out of the net that they have laid privily for me, for thou art my strength. Verse 5. Into thine hand I commit my spirit. Thou hast redeemed me, O Lord God of truth. Verse 6. I have hated them that regard lying vanities, but I trust in the Lord. Verse 7. I will be glad and rejoice in thy mercy, for thou hast considered my trouble. Thou hast known my soul in adversities. Verse 8. And hast not shut me up into the hand of the enemy. Thou hast set my feet in a large room. Verse 9. Have mercy upon me, O Lord, for I am in trouble. Mine eye is consumed with grief, yea, my soul and my belly. Verse 10. For my life is spent with grief, and my years with sighing. My strength faileth because of mine iniquity, and my bones are consumed. Verse 11. I was a reproach among all mine enemies, but especially among my neighbors, and a fear to mine acquaintance. They that did see me without fled from me. Verse 12. I am forgotten as a dead man out of mind. I am like a broken vessel. Verse 13. For I have heard the slander of many. Fear was on every side. While they took counsel together against me, they devised to take away my life. Verse 14. But I trusted in thee, O Lord. I said, Thou art my God. Verse 15. My times are in thy hand. Deliver me from the hand of mine enemies, and from them that persecute me. Verse 16. Make thy face to shine upon thy servant. Save me for thy mercy's sake. Verse 17. Let me not be ashamed, O Lord, for I have called upon thee. Let the wicked be ashamed, and let them be silent in the grave. Verse 18. Let the lying lips be put to silence, which speak grievous things proudly and contemptuously against the righteous. Verse 19. O how great is thy goodness, which thou hast laid up for them that fear thee, which thou hast wrought for them that trust in thee before the sons of men. Verse 20. Thou shalt hide them in the secret of thy presence from the pride of man. Thou shalt keep them secretly in a pavilion from the strife of tongues. Verse 21. Blessed be the Lord, for he hath showed me his marvelous kindness in a strong city. Verse 22. For I said in my haste, I am cut off from before thine eyes. Nevertheless thou heardest the voice of my supplications when I cried unto thee. Verse 23. O love the Lord, all ye his saints, for the Lord preserveth the faithful, and plentifully rewardeth the proud doer. Verse 24. Be of good courage, and he shall strengthen your heart, all ye that hope in the Lord. And now, Psalm 147. Psalm 147. Verse 1. Praise ye the Lord, for it is good to sing praises unto our God, for it is pleasant, and praise is comely. Verse 2. The Lord doth build up Jerusalem. He gathereth together the outcasts of Israel. Verse 3. He healeth the broken in heart, and bindeth up their wounds. Verse 4. He telleth the number of the stars. He calleth them all by their names. Verse 5. Great is our Lord, and of great power. His understanding is infinite. Verse 6. The Lord lifteth up the meek. He casteth the wicked down to the ground. Verse 7. Sing unto the Lord with thanksgiving. Sing praise upon the harp unto our God. Verse 8. Who covereth the heaven with clouds, who prepareth rain for the earth, who maketh grass to grow upon the mountains. Verse 9. He giveth to the beast his food, and to the young ravens which cry. Verse 10. He delighteth not in the strength of the horse, he taketh not pleasure in the legs of a man. Verse 11. The Lord taketh pleasure in them that fear him, in those that hope in his mercy. Verse 12. Praise the Lord, O Jerusalem. Praise thy God, O Zion. Verse 13. For he hath strengthened the bars of thy gates, he hath blessed thy children within thee. Verse 14. He maketh peace in thy borders, and filleth thee with the finest of the wheat. Verse 15. He sendeth forth his commandment upon earth, his word runneth very swiftly. Verse 16. He giveth snow like wool, he scattereth the hoarfrost like ashes. Verse 17, he casteth forth his ice like morsels, who can stand before his cold. Verse 18, he sendeth out his word, and melteth them. He causeth his wind to blow, and the waters flow. Verse 19, he showeth his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. Verse 20, he hath not dealt so with any nation, and as for his judgments they have not known them. Praise ye the Lord.